There was a time when SUVs had limits. A line they weren't supposed to cross. Speed belonged to supercars. Luxury belonged to sedans. And practical it stayed practical. Then Lamborghini ignored every rule in the book. The 2026 Urus EVO RS doesn't try to balance worlds, it dominates them. This is an SUV that accelerates like a supercar, sounds like a weapon, and looks like it escaped from a concept sketch that was never meant to be real. One machine. For doors. Zero apologies. Stay until the end, because by the time this video is over, you'll understand why the Urus EVO RS doesn't compete with rivals. It humiliates them. Luxury performance has entered a dangerous era. An era where everything is faster, heavier, quieter, and strangely similar. Every brand claims dominance. Every SUV promises supercar DNA, and most of them blend together. But Lamborghini never blends in. The 2026 Urus EVO RS arrives as a statement, not an update. A reminder that aggression can still exist in a world obsessed with refinement. That emotion still matters more than algorithms. This isn't just about numbers or Nürburgring laps. It's about identity. About what happens when Lamborghini refuses to calm down even when the market begs it to. Today, you're not watching a review. You're witnessing what happens when an SUV stops caring what it's supposed to be. Lamborghini Urus EVO RS, the apex predator. The Urus EVO RS represents Lamborghini at its most defiant. It's not a family SUV. It's not a luxury crossover. It's a Lamborghini first, SUV second, built to dominate roads that never asked for mercy. This sits above the Urus Performante, louder, faster, sharper, and aimed directly at competitors who thought the Urus had peaked. They were wrong. Engine and performance. Under that sculpted hood lives a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8, heavily revised for the EVO RS. Power output pushes around 700 horsepower, with torque north of 850 Nm. 0 to 100 km per hour? Around 3.2 seconds. Top speed? Over 305 km per hour in an SUV. But numbers don't explain the sensation. This doesn't accelerate, it punches holes in distance. Throttle response is immediate. Boost hits like a shockwave. And the exhaust? A deep, violent roar that reminds you this is not an electric future experiment. This is mechanical fury. Exterior. Visually, the Urus EVO RS looks angry at the air itself. The front end is sharper, wider, and lower with massive air intakes carved like weapon ports. Slim LED headlights glare with hostility. From the side, the stance is brutally low. Huge forged wheels fill the arches. Carbon fiber skirts slice the wind. At the rear, a redesigned diffuser and quad exhaust setup announce intent before the engine even starts. This isn't elegant. It's aggressive architecture on wheels. Interior. Inside, the EVO RS refuses to soften. Carbon fiber dominates. Alcantara replaces excess leather. RS-specific bucket seats lock you in place. The cockpit is driver-focused, with red-lit accents and Lamborghini's signature fighter jet start button. Luxury is present, but never prioritized over control. This cabin is designed for command, not comfort. Technology. Adaptive air suspension works with active anti-roll systems to defy physics. Rear wheel steering sharpens turn-in. Torque vectoring distributes violence precisely where it's needed. Multiple drive modes from street to track-focused insanity completely alter the vehicle's personality. This SUV thinks faster than you do. Price and value. Expected pricing starts north of $350,000. It's expensive, but it outperforms machines costing more. This isn't about value. It's about dominance per dollar. The Urus EVO RS isn't a compromise. It's Lamborghini proving it never learned restraint and never will. Context and lifestyle appeal. The Urus EVO RS exists for a very specific type of owner. Someone who doesn't whisper wealth. They broadcast it. This is the SUV you drive when normal luxury feels invisible. When Range Rovers feel polite. When AMG feels predictable. Park the EVO RS anywhere and silence follows, not admiration, not shock attention. It fits modern life not because it's practical, but because modern power is about presence. Founders, athletes, people who refuse understatement. This isn't transportation. It's a declaration of appetite. Owning an EVO RS isn't about being seen as rich. It's about being seen as unapologetic. Expert and industry insight. Automotive journalists described the Urus EVO RS as unnecessary in the best way possible. Engineers praise its chassis tuning, calling it an SUV that behaves like a weaponized GT car. Even rivals quietly acknowledge it sets the benchmark not because it's perfect, but because it's fearless. Lamborghini didn't chase trends here. They doubled down on chaos. And in an industry drifting towards silence and sameness, that courage matters. Ownership feel. Driving the Urus EVO RS feels like riding a controlled explosion. The steering is heavy, immediate. The suspension stiffens around you like armor. Every input is answered instantly. Inside, you feel elevated literally and emotionally. You're not sitting in traffic. Traffic moves around you. People don't smile when they see it. They stare. Because the EVO RS doesn't ask for approval. It demands awareness. This SUV doesn't calm you down. It wakes you up. The 2026 Lamborghini Urus EVO RS isn't here to evolve the SUV segment. It's here to dominate it. It proves that performance can still be loud, that luxury can still be aggressive, and that some brands refuse to grow polite. This isn't the future everyone wants. It's the future Lamborghini insists on. And honestly, the automotive world is better for it. If you could drive one hyper SUV for a year completely free, would you choose the unapologetic Lamborghini Urus EVO RS? Or something safer? Tell me why in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe for more elite performance breakdown, and stay tuned because the wildest machines are still coming.